Okay, obviously we've all heard of the famous indie co-op titles like Peak, Repo, Lethal Company, etc. But I want something a little different. Don't get me wrong, I love those games, but sometimes I just want a different co-op experience. I've been combing through my game libraries and various corners of the internet to find some fun games outside of the usual recommendations. I am a huge puzzle person, and escape rooms are so much fun. While they can get chaotic and stressful, or definitely frustrating at times, I honestly think that's just part of the fun. I want that pressure mounting as we get down to the wire, and I feel like I've had the same amount of fun in the virtual versions. Escape Simulator is my favorite of the escape room genre that I have played. We have had tons of fun playing through each set of rooms, and we enjoyed all of the DLC they had to offer as well. I love the fact that even though there are obviously the puzzles you need to solve to escape, there are also secret tokens that you can find in each level, though you can look for these after beating the room. Honestly, hunting for secrets is equally as fun for me as the actual puzzle aspect. There's always a wide variety of puzzles, and the good thing is they always seem to play to one player's strengths. If I couldn't figure something out, I was more than happy to hand off that responsibility and resume hunting for secrets or trying to solve another puzzle. We had so much fun with all of the different themed escape rooms, especially the collabs with Power Wash Simulator and the Talos Principle, and so far we are super enjoying the sequel. Eventually we'll also explore all of the community-built escape rooms as well to really test ourselves. Escape Simulator 1 and 2 are both available on Steam. We know that proper communication is always important, but even more so when it means the difference between escaping or just being trapped forever. In We Were Here, you and a friend are in two separate locations, lost in a frozen wasteland and split up from your partner inside an abandoned castle. The only possession you have left is a walkie-talkie. You'll have to rely on each other quite heavily to get you out of each puzzling environment, and let me tell you, it is much harder than you would initially think. This game really tests us, probably because of me and the roundabout way I like to explain things, and it was honestly sometimes a rough experience. When we were really locked in, we were great, fantastic, but if there was something confusing that we didn't know how to explain in the best way, we're in two different areas looking at things from two different perspectives, we spent a little bit floundering. This game is actually a free episode within the whole We Were Here series, so as long as you have a friend and you both have working mics, you should be good to go if you'd like to test things out yourself. Teamwork, cooperation, and communication is key here, so make sure you choose a good partner. You can play the first 3 games in the series on Steam, Xbox One, and the Switches, with the last 2 also being available on the PlayStations and the Xbox series. If you have more than one friend, you lucky duck, you might want something that you can all play together, and I have the perfect neon-soaked adventure. Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime is a frantic couch co-op space shooter. You and up to 3 friends, or your AI-controlled companion, will have to rely on each other as you work to man different battle stations as you explore a colorful galaxy in a massive neon spaceship. The controls are simple, anyone will be able to jump in at any time with ease, but getting everyone to work together like a well-oiled machine, that's where things can definitely go sideways. This game is peak couch co-op gameplay, and though it's definitely chaotic at times, it is endlessly fun. Plus, you get to upgrade your ship, combining different power gems for different loadouts, and the levels are all procedurally generated, so you get something new each time you hop in. You can play this one on Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Something that I really enjoy is having a little bit of chaos embedded into all of my co-op games, and Unrailed is an adventure where your team is tasked with laying train tracks across endless worlds. And yes, that train is moving. You'll need to gather resources and craft tracks to extend your railroad in time to prevent any sort of derailing, but there's only one of each tool, so you guys need to be great at not just cooperation, but also coordination to make sure everything is running smooth. Once you reach the next station, you'll have a variety of upgrades to choose from to make your train stronger and better prepared for whatever obstacles might lie in your path. This game supports both online and couch co-op, and you can even mix those, and you can either play in a 4-player co-op game or battle it out in 2v2 matches. This game can lead to lots of tense moments and frantic yelling, but honestly, that's kind of what you want from this experience. This game is available on Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Remember playing hide and go seek? Maybe you were one of those people who were famous for absolutely demolishing everyone at the game, either through superior hiding or incredible seeking. Now you have the chance to be even more of a menace in Witch It, a multiplayer hide and seek game where you're either the hunters or the witches. If you're a witch, your goal is to use your magical powers to transform into the objects around you in order to hide from the hunters who want nothing more than to kick you out. And if you happen to get spotted, you have an array of spells and items to disorient everyone to make your escape once again. Don't worry though, if you're a hunter, you're equipped with your own set of tools to trap and detect the witches hiding in the world. There are multiple game modes here, from regular old hide and seek to maybe a game of tag, or my personal favorite, mobification, where witches join the hunters after they get found. Witch It is available on the Xboxes, the PlayStations, Nintendo Switch, and PC through Steam and Epic Games. If you love co-op experiences that are a little more heavy on traditional narrative adventures, I am nominating Bokura for a spot in your library. This is a 2-player only game, no more and no less. You and a friend will play as 2 boys who have run away from their homes and want to journey somewhere far, far away. You'll each experience a different world as you play through this side-scrolling puzzle adventure, and you'll need to communicate constantly, as you won't just have puzzles to solve, but you'll also be making critical choices that will help shape your journey. Working together will be able to help you find answers and hopefully get you both back to the real world. This is a wonderful short adventure, maybe between 3 and 4 hours, so you could easily slot it in over the weekend. This one is online co-op only, but it does look like crossplay is supported now. You can play this one on Steam, the PlayStations, and Nintendo Switch. Okay, yes, all of Hazelight Studio games are popular, but I'm specifically picking It Takes Two for this video because it is my favorite of their 3 co-op adventures, and it is the first one I played. I think this game does co-op really, really well. It's a beautiful story about the complexity of relationships, the work that goes into them, and how you have to remember to show up for the relationship and the person you love. Each player controls one half of a couple who are on the verge of a divorce until their daughter makes a wish, causing them to become trapped as handmade doll versions of themselves. And of course, now you must learn to cooperate and work together to make it through surreal landscapes and battle bosses, all of which are inspired by your relationship and the house. We had so much fun playing this game. The story is incredible, but there are also tons of little secrets, Easter eggs, and references that just made exploring each area worthwhile. I also love Hazelight Studios because only one of you actually need the game. The other can use a friend's pass, so even though you might be playing in 2 different locations, it's still very much like the traditional couch co-op experience. It Takes Two is available on Steam, the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and Nintendo Switch. Getting scared together can definitely be a bonding experience, and what better way to do that than to rely on each other while you hunt for ghosts? I feel like The Other Side flew under the radar a bit, but while this game is in early access, it is tons of fun. You can play with up to 6 people, so you can just have a whole crew hunting down and cleansing the negative energies in different locations. As with all other co-op experiences, communication is absolutely crucial, since you'll be coordinating your movements and sharing discoveries as you split up to uncover the mysteries that lie on the other side. The tension and scares definitely ramp up in this game as you travel to scarier locations and make upgrades to your equipment to be able to handle even spookier entities. On the flip side of that though, you can decorate and customize your ghost hunting headquarters so that way you can be the envy of all other ghost hunters. The devs for The Other Side are really making sure to listen to the community. You can see all of the conversations happening on the discussion boards, and it looks like they're providing lots of regular updates during the early access period. You can check this one out and wishlist it on Steam. There are obviously tons of co-op and multiplayer games out there, and I know this list is missing some of the heavy hitters, besides It Takes Two, but you guys already know about those. And you know me, I like looking for things that just are under the radar a little bit. And of course, I definitely want to know all of your favorite co-op and multiplayer games, so please leave me a comment and let me know what I need to check out. As always, thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video.